Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Monday night, March 14th. These are the charts of the day. We're going to be covering both the long and short side. And on the long side, some stocks that we've been talking about recently that are continued to act well. Aero Environment, which had that big gap up last week on earnings, continues to press forward. Even though it backed off to 32.58 this morning, it ended up closing at 34.26, about $1.70 off that low, and up 67 cents on the day, but a nice reversal. At this point, the $35 target looks like a fait accompli, but I'm now setting a secondary target up around the 40-41 zone. BioLay's BLTI continues to move forward. As you can see, breaking out of this month-long flag. Since then, it's been moving steadily higher from about the 320 area up to 539. About a 40% move just in the last week and a half, but the stock has momentum. It looks like it could go higher. It wouldn't shock me to see the 6.5, 7 zone short term. CIGX, strong surge on tremendous volume of just under 24 million shares. You see the big breakout that occurred last week, the consolidation day on Thursday, then the big run on Friday, breakaway gap today above key resistance, running up to 384. Now, yes, a little bit overbought and ahead of itself, but and we could get a little setup flag or consolidation in here, but my target remains about 520 zone. Delek U.S. Holdings, DK, an oil and gas refining company, have been moved up in January from the 6.75 area up to about nearly 12, around 12, nearly doubling in just about 5 weeks. Pulled back and formed a nice little coil or wedging type pattern. Friday it blew out, jumping 69 cents, and today up another 65 cents. My short-term target is 15. Secondary target at 17. Pharmaceutical drug manufacturer DUSA Pharmaceuticals, DUSA, which popped it with a big boom about a week and a half ago. They went into a wedge pattern. Today that was broken with a pop of 10.6% as volume increased to the heaviest in about 7 sessions. You can see on-balance volume and technicals moving up. Even though we're at the top of the short-term channel, it appears that this could accelerate towards the 5.5, 6 level, the next target for DUSA. GLNG, a shipping stock, which has been phenomenal all year considering that the group itself has not done well, having moved from 9.5 up to 20.5 in the last 7 or 8 months. Today had a key breakout above the February, early March highs and thrusted $1.68 or 9% on to 2 million shares. That's the biggest volume in quite a long time, if not ever. We're going back now several years. This is the largest volume since the end of 07, so 3.5 years. The challenge now would be whether it can reach and test and perhaps take out the highs reached in 07 up around 27.5. That's my next major trading target, or short-term target 23. Gulfport Energy continues to move nicely after breaking out in October. Stock continued to trend higher and today broke its declining top line over the last 2.5 weeks with a breakaway gap and a thrust, jumping 347 or 13.7% on 2.5 million shares, the heaviest volume in a long time, going back to October anyway. And top of the channel up around 33.5 is my next trading target for Gulfport. INPH seems to be edging higher here, and today jumped to a new closing high, and at 686 up 38 cents or 5.8%. A thrust here could explode the stock and get us to our next target up around the 8.5 zone, followed by secondary targets around 10 and a tertiary target around 12.5. IPXL, I point this out because this declining top line was broken after our trading as they announced phase 3 strong results for a new Alzheimer type drug that for Parkinson's actually, that could be very, very big for the stock, and it's trading over 25 in the aftermarket. That's above the February high. Could see a spurt tomorrow that takes this up 6, 7, 8 points. We'll have to see how the reaction is tomorrow, but worth keeping an eye on for tomorrow. Jazz Pharmaceuticals continues in an unbelievably beautiful rising channel ever since the November breakout. It has moved now from about the 10.5 area up to nearly 29, nearly tripled in the last 5 months, we'll call it. And it still looks like it has more to go with the top of the channel now measuring in the mid-30s. That's our trading target, about 34, 35. SPPI had a nice Positive day today after coming down at 756. It closed at 794, up 8 cents, reversing all of its losses and getting a decent 1.7 million today. But looks like trending is still underway, and they're looking for a 9.5, 10 zone type target. And last on the long side is VVTV Value Vision, which today appears to have broken out of this wedge that it's been in with a pop of 57 cents on 400,000 shares. Let's see if this one can continue forward. There's a double top up around 765 minor resistance that we should be testing shortly. If there's a nice follow through on it, and should that be taken out, look for a run up towards the top of the channel around 11.75, something like that. Now, a quick look at some boxes shorts, some of the new ones and some of the older ones, but I wanted to point out these few that look exceptional. We had a breakdown today on COH, which gapped down and dropped 297, as well as Tiffany's, which gapped down and lost 333 today. Both near these trendline supports, but also after triple topping on Tiffany, you could see a fall away type drop here into the low 50s. On COH, if that breaks its lateral price support around 51, you could see this drop into the mid 40s. CRE moved up this morning to test the trend line right here at around the 49.80-50 zone, and then reversed sharply to close at 47.79. That's $2 off its high, down 59 cents, but a key intraday reversal. Dolby continues to look ugly and cannot budge above the resistance line around 52.225. Takes out the following level down around the 49.40 area. You could see this thing fall away into the mid 40s. EXPD continues to form a bear flag, down 80 cents today, but a break here could see a quick hit down towards 44, 44.5. Secondary target 39. LOGM logged me in, dropped 30 cents today, but more importantly, it appears to maybe coming out of this bear wedge, which could lead to a quick drop down to 32. NTAP lost $1.14 today and continues to make lower lows. The bottom of the channel now and lateral price support around 44, 44.25 are my next target. Secondary targets down around 40, 41. And that's it for today, both long and short. We'll talk to you tomorrow.